This is gonna be my dinner. Wow. Manapua, the Hawaiian Bao. These things traditionally are filled with pork. Manapua literally translates to delicious pork thing. Over the years, they've been filled with different things from red bean pastes to chickens and steaks. Today, we're gonna make a mushroom manapua and the red bean manapua. I love red bean paste. They're not that hard to make. They are a little time consuming because you have to let the dough rest for a while. But other than that, they're pretty awesome. I'm excited about it. Okay, so to start off with our mushroom manapua, we have to make the bun first. So this bun is pretty simple. All you need is a few ingredients. You just need some sugar, flour, vegetable oil, baking powder, cornstarch, a packet of natural dry yeast, and some warm water. Now I have this water right now. It's at 114 degrees. I want it to get to about 110 before I start this off. My bowl is kind of cold, so I'm actually gonna probably pour this in here into the bowl. And that cooled it off perfectly down to about 107 degrees. Add the yeast. Now I'll put all of the measurements in the description below, and we're gonna allow this yeast to activate for about 5 minutes. You'll see it bloom. So while we're waiting for this to bloom, we're going to mix the flour and the cornstarch and the baking soda. We're just gonna kind of whisk these guys together. So I'm adapting this recipe from a recipe I found on Portabella. She made a meatless manapua recipe. I'm adapting the whole thing. Her buns are pretty similar to what I'm doing, but it's not exactly the same. I'll leave a link in the description below. So it's been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and add the flour mixture in, and we're gonna add the sugar right on top, and then the oil. Just gonna lock this guy up and then knead on low speed for a few minutes until it's a nice formed solid dough ball. I can't wait for this. I'm gonna stop this for a second and scrape down the sides. This is looking pretty good so far, but there's a bunch of flour still kind of left. I want this all mixed together really well. Okay, I'm gonna kind of knead this together because it's just still sticking to the bottom a little bit. This is nice, it's not tacky or anything. I don't know, we'll have to see what happens here. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna oil a bowl, make sure it's completely coated, oil the top of this. Then we're gonna cover this guy up and let it rest for about the next 2 hours. It should hopefully double in size. Ooh, let's get that going. Double up. Okay, so this guy has been resting. It's kind of puffed up. I'm happy with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this out onto my table here. Kind of knead this smooth again. I think that looks pretty good. I'm happy about that. We're gonna divide this into, I'm thinking 8 balls, which will get us those pretty large Hawaiian Manapua baos. Hopefully these aren't too big. All we have to do is just roll these into balls, and I'm gonna set these here over to the side and get ready to start making our filling. And we just have to cover it up with a damp kitchen cloth and let these sit for at least another 15 minutes. I'm gonna prep our filling that I'm gonna use. So these are some Portabella mushrooms. I'm just gonna kind of cube them up, just kind of slice them, so that way they would be almost pork size, you know, just as if they were like the little pork cubes that you would get. So I'm gonna toss these guys with just a little bit of olive oil, pinch of salt, and a few cracks of black pepper. Now I got this saucepan on a medium heat. I'm gonna add a green onion to this. I wanted some chives, but I didn't have them. I thought I did. So we're just gonna do green onion. It's gonna work. Let's give it a bit of a mix. It smells real good. I'm gonna drop these mushrooms down in there. I'm just gonna let these guys simmer up for just a few minutes. Now that's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. These guys cook down. They look pretty wonderful. So I'm just gonna add a few teaspoons of soy sauce. Looks like 4. Teaspoon of sesame oil. Gonna drop in a heaping teaspoon of plum sauce. Give it some of that sweetness. I'm gonna sprinkle on some 5-spice powder as well. I'll leave all of the ingredients, the measurements in the description below. So I'm gonna let this sauce cook down for just a minute, let it kind of all work itself together. Might actually add a little bit of starch, but we'll see. Okay, these guys look good. They look good. Oh yeah, that's gonna be delicious, delicious. So I got my steamer. I'm gonna get that starting to go because we're gonna be steaming these buns. Okay, so we're just gonna grab one bun at a time. These guys have had an opportunity to rise. We're just gonna flatten it out. I'm gonna use a small little rolling pin, and we just wanna flatten from the center out so they get thinner as they go out. These are gonna be big. I made these too big. So I'm gonna do about a heaping tablespoon of the stuffing in here, maybe a little bit more because this one's giant. And then I'm just going to fold up one edge and then just how you would do a bao and pleat it all the way around. Pinch in the middle and then we should have, actually these aren't gonna be that big. This is gonna be normal size, I think. And then I cut out some small squares. We'll drop this guy on the square and then we're gonna move on to the next one. We should be able to get 2 in the steamer there. See if we can do better on the next one. Looks like these are steaming, so we could probably lower them down in. Got some steam going, drop these guys in. And then we're gonna let these steam for about 10-12 minutes. So I'm out of the mushroom filling. For the remaining 4 that I have, I'm actually gonna fill them with a more traditional filling, some red bean paste. I've eaten it in mochi quite a bit. I'm excited about the red bean ones. These 2 are definitely done. Wow, that lid is hot. Before I put these in, these are the mushroom ones. So I'm gonna give these guys just a little green dot on the top. So I know that they're mushroom, I'm gonna green dot these guys. And then so I know these ones here are red bean. I'm gonna give these guys a little red dot. This is just some food coloring and some chopsticks. Okay, we let these guys sit for a little bit. I'm gonna crack open the mushroom one. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Bun looks perfect. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's delicious. The bun's super soft, just like a bao. It's pretty sweet. The mushroom is very almost like teriyaki flavored. Very happy with this little bun. I love these manapua. Oh my gosh, I love the manapua. Okay, I'm gonna split open a red bean one. Let's see, I bet you these red bean ones are just, I mean, look at that. That looks awesome. Now, I've never had like a warm red bean paste, so I'm kind of curious how this is gonna come out. Give it a try. I love red bean paste, so I have a feeling I'm gonna really like this. I don't know if this is more like lunchtime. I think this is more like dessert. Wow, that is good. I can eat these things all day long. This is what I'm gonna have for lunch tomorrow. This is what I'm having for dinner tonight. I don't know which one I like better, the mushroom or this red bean one. I think the red bean one's like really good. So these can be baked. If you're gonna bake them, do it at 350 for about 10 minutes. Put a little egg wash over the top of them and they'll brown up real nice. I think traditionally they are steamed. You just really can't beat them steamed. They're really good steamed. If you wanna be a part of the Sauce Squad and get your name on the list down below with all these other fine people here, it's only a few bucks a month. It's over at patreon.com/SauceStache. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna finish this thing off. This was good. Wow.